be sure the army is for them.
So I am 30124880, Private Creswell, and I wish to drop out of my army training because I feel like I'm not ready, as I am not old enough, and this could affect others.
3 weeks into basic training, and as the course starts to get more intense, more recruits are wanting to quit.
So, if you leave, then what are you going to do? Tell you what, if it was me and I had 2 kids, I wouldn't want to sign on the dole. And £40 fucking a week.
That's what I came in here for, really, yeah. To have a good career for myself.
Well, you're given a fucking chance yet. You struggle with stuff, so what? Then you redouble your efforts and give it, you stick at it, you pass. You don't just give up and go on a stop because you don't pick things up straight away. You show a bit of fucking grit, you know what I mean? You're a fucking jock. For some of them, it's just like last chance saloon because of the way the country is. I mean, a lot of them won't have worked before and things like that, so it is a shock. You know, they're up at 5:30 every morning, they're not getting to their beds till 11:30 at night.
But a left quick march.
For those who have decided that the army isn't for them, they're stripped of their uniform and ordered to return their army issue equipment. For the recruits remaining, there's still another 21 weeks to go. They now need to learn how to carry their own kit.
It's quite heavy once you've got your 2 full water bottles in. And your weapon, yeah. It does get heavy, doesn't it? After a while of running. Yeah. Especially if you're tiny like me.
When they deploy to Afghanistan, they could be fighting in conditions of over 50 degrees and carrying kit and body armour weighing over 100 pounds. For Ashley Kavanagh, who's worried he's too small to be a soldier, he's come up with a new way to help cope with his heavy kit. His mum's sanitary towels.
Using them, man, I had down today, I'm telling you. Really got little shoulders, bless him. It's worth doing.
Real man.
It's worth doing, especially if your shoulders.
Yeah, you're going to take your watch off, don't forget to take your belt off as well. Yeah, go through your water bottle.
Such a rush.
Ooh. Get in there. What's it?
Ready to march!
Ready to march!
Quick march!
Quick march!
Stay together, gentlemen! Hey, stay with me! Stop making girly noises! Why the fuck have you got a jumper on and a vest? Get your kit on! Get it on! Get a move on! All of your kit! You! All of your kit! Hurry up! Don't piss me about, gentlemen! Get on your belt buckles, not crawl! Come on, gentlemen, let's go! Switch on, gentlemen! Let's go! Don't give in, don't give in! Let's have some aggression about yourself. He's losing a lot of blood, let's go! Get a move on now! Don't fucking stop! You wouldn't stop on the battlefield! Come on, a bit of aggression! Ah!
The recruits have to be pushed like never before to try to prepare them for the physical demands of Afghanistan.
Go! Go!
And turn them into fighting machines.
Change, go!
What's this?
Down the hill, in a chair!
Whilst the sanitary towels are working for Ashley, ex-hairdresser Lee is struggling with the intensity.
Press up, then cool down. Okay, hold on, good. Okay, do your jacket. And do your jacket. A bit of fucking grit, determination, and to fucking carry on when you're fucked. Well fucking done. Well done. Alright? Everyone found it hard?
Yes, sir. I was struggling. Yeah.
I enjoyed that, mate. Stuff went, he went, go on, a bit of aggression, and I went, It was good, I properly enjoyed it, but because like I'm so small and stuff and I haven't got much body weight, it was hard to pick things up.
You've got to stop side, I can't do it.
But the thing is, I did it, I picked him up and I did it, you know, and I did it, and I'm proud of myself for that because I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy, I enjoyed that thoroughly. I've been waiting to actually do something instead of sitting around. Plus that's getting your fitness up for your PFA. And when I leave here in 5 weeks, I go home, big muscle man for Lauren. Do you know what I mean?
We had the biggest lad, what was he, 6'3"? We were trying to drag him, weren't we? We were like, ah, shit. Still smashed it though. I'm fucking proud of that.
Oh, I can take my fanny pads out now.
Have a look at it. When you come first.
Show me him.
Yeah.
Let me show you him.
Please.
Ah!
Ah,
fuck, that hurts ass!
It's expanded that.
Whilst Ashley is upbeat about his new life as a soldier, Lee is finding it difficult to adjust to army life and is calling his mum for some moral support.
This is a difficult one, mate. I mean, as I say, you don't get no freedom here. You get told what to do, when to do it. And if you don't abide by the rules, you get beasted. And either that or you're running all night, every night, until they think, other night, when to stop.
Former Tyler Andrew Forte is starting to lose patience with his fellow recruit Lee.
Yeah, no, he just forgets most of the things that he's been taught really.
Can't retain information, can he?
Yeah. I don't think that. I think he gets in his own little world. And just forgets everything. The corporal say.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't mind helping people out, but when it's constantly the same things over and over, it can get a bit frustrating.
I think he's here for the wrong reasons, that's what I think personally. Like when he says stuff, why are you here, Lee? He said today, why are you here? He's like, for my brother. He's like, you should be here for yourself.
To escape.
Nobody else. If he thinks it's shit, then he shouldn't be here.
Lee's brother Chris Howard was 4 months into a tour of Afghanistan when one morning on a routine patrol, he stepped on an improvised explosive device, or IED.
When an explosion goes off, you feel the force of it first. It's like a wave, a shock wave. It's like any explosion you have. You feel the shock wave before you hear it. And I felt the shock wave, and then went all black in the background, like everything else. And then I just remember, because obviously all the dust, what kicks off, you don't know what injuries you got yet. And obviously my right hand, I lost 3.5 fingers. I still got my thumb and a bit of my palm. Lost half the hand, and I got a fixed wrist now, so I can't bend it. And that's it really. That's all my injuries. Quite lucky really, compared to some others. I was 18, he was 16. He was doing hairdressing. I couldn't actually ever see him joining the army personally. He's not strong in the head, if you know what I mean. He's because not being horrible to him, but he's always had mum. He's always had mum there.
40.
Yeah?
Come and show me how to do these trousers, please.
Trousers?
Not had to look after himself, if you know what I mean. Not had to stand up for himself at all.
The British Armed Forces currently have around 9,500 troops deployed in Afghanistan. And for the infantry soldiers fighting the Taliban on the ground, one of the most important pieces of equipment they carry is their rifle. To be fit for duty, the recruits have to know it inside out, as they could be fighting on the front line within 3 months.
The SA-80A2 is your personal weapon. You must become skilled in this weapon to kill all enemy on the battlefield. Do you understand that, lads?
Yes, Corporal.
Starting from the front then, the first thing that we have, lads, is the muzzle and flash eliminator. OK then, we have the trigger housing, and safety catch.
Prep for firing, out onto the point. Make sure you got your helmets and ear defence on.
Like most of the recruits, Ashley and Lee have never been around guns before, let alone fired one.
Ready?
I'm a bit nervous. It's going to be mad, isn't it? Bet you win a first job about that.